This video is going to be on the algebraic definition of a circle and how it's derived from our geometric interpretation of a circle. So I wrote this definition here. A circle is the set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from the center. And if you remember how we draw circles, like in geometry class, we would take the compass, which is that little V, and we'd stick one part of it in the center and the other part on the, and we'd stick the other point, the radial distance that we want away from the center, and then we would trace out the circle in that way. So that draws the set of all points that are the distance of whatever radius you choose away from the center. So that's how we get this definition, and that's how we're going to derive our algebraic definition. So just picking these arbitrary points here, I'm going to let C be some arbitrary points on a plane H and K. They can take negative values, positive values, they can take huge number values or very small values. It doesn't matter. It's like completely arbitrary. And then we'll get into the examples after in the next videos. Okay, so we're going to take our center to be HK, and then we're going to take a variable point, XY. So XY here is the set of all points on the circle. So it can be any point. It takes values at any point on the circle. And HK is a fixed point, but it's arbitrary. An arbitrary fixed point. And then our radius is the distance between all the set of all points in the circle. So we can use our distance formula, as my point here. We can use the distance formula given 2 points, P1 and P2. This is the distance formula. But here's going to be one of our points, is the center, and the other point is we're going to let be variable to represent the set of all of the points. So we're going to use x1, y1 to be our center in this case, and distance is going to be the radius. So radius is equal to the square root, of x minus h, or the 0.2 x2 y2 is what I'm letting, in this formula, is what I'm letting be the variable of the set of all points. So that's why I'm going to let the variable x take the place of x2, and I'm going to let the center take the place of x1, y1. And I'll just write it out rather than keep explaining that over and over again. X minus, or y minus k squared. Alright, so this is the equation, the algebraic equation of a circle. So then we would just pick what we want the radius to be and where we want the center to be, and then that will give us where the circle is in our Cartesian plane. I'm trying to think, is there any other points I want to make here? So this also gives us another equation. R squared is equal to x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. And this is the form you'll probably most commonly see it in. You won't see it in this square root form, because actually, yeah, you'll more commonly see it in this form here. So I'll go ahead and go on to the examples now, because I think it'll be more instructive than these.